Hello and welcome to another Mickey's Place video. I'm your host Mickey and today we are going to be doing another random wheel challenge. Going through here you'll see very quickly that we are letting the wheel decide what we're going to build today. And essentially what's happening is we're deciding where in the world we're going to build, what we're going to build, and how we're going to decorate it. So the wheel that I got today was building in our city world and building a mansion apartment somehow. And we're going to decorate it with weird shapes and a minimalist decor. And that ended up being about as difficult as you can imagine. Building a mansion with nothing to fill it with was very tricky. I think I may have failed on that, but I think that's up for you guys to decide. So anyway, here we are on the lot that I selected. I looked at the land grabs apartment, but I decided this penthouse just had to be used. It's beautiful, it's open, and it's got so many floors. It honestly is a mansion apartment. So I had to end up using it. And I toured through the whole building. And I decided, instead of editing things, I had to bulldoze it and just completely start over. I'm trying to incorporate the weird shapes right from the get-go. And as you can see, there's a lot of whole weird shapes on the screen right now. I'm trying very hard to get this shape to fit and become an actual room, and I never actually ended up getting it to fit. So you're gonna see here the L shape ended up being what I decided to put there permanently, and I'm really glad that I did that because it ends up being a underwater pool area, and that ended up being so cool. It actually inspired me to build an underwater house, which is one of my favorite builds, I think. If you haven't seen that video, it should be coming up pretty soon. Feel free to check it out. It's the mermaid cave build. Here we go with the second floor. I just wanted to get a layout for where everything is going to go, and here the pool is moving over. It was really difficult to decide where to put stuff, but at the moment in this video, I think I'm saying, oh my gosh, this looks like Bluey. Or no, I think first it was a bunny, and at this point, yes, that is undeniably Bluey. It's such a cool concept to have a swimming pool at this level. And I have a very sad story about this build, actually. So I made a whole new family of 8 Sims, all young adults, to throw a rager of a party in this build. And once I did the family, I go in to try to get this build going, and I try to move them in, and it's the old build, and I'm like, excuse me, what happened? And after several very difficult minutes of trying to figure it out, I think my build that I have just spent this entire video doing is gone forever. And I don't intend to rebuild it because this was such a difficult build and it took forever. And I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, maybe. I do really like the build, and I think it was so much fun doing a party lot. I don't think that I've ever done that, and it was so cool to focus in on that spot. So over here, I decided to have a personal level where it's actually just one sim living on that level. And on this level, we have the party level. And I had a difficult time deciding what to do with this garden area. making right now, I tried to have a lot of different centerpieces, the llama, different flowers, and I finally decided to put this rock in, which I think you'll see in a second. And this is a very special um, area for me because my favorite spot in the world is this cliff in Hawaii, and I would go over there and meditate every morning when I was staying at the cliff, and it was just incredible, amazing to watch all of the waves crash below the cliff, and it's just my favorite place ever. So I was happy that I got to incorporate this part in my build, and I do that kind of frequently. Well, maybe not frequently, more so just whenever I have the opportunity to put something as a centerpiece in a garden. I usually pick so that in this particular flat, so that you can go and sit on the rock and meditate if you want. And your screens don't have anything wrong with them. They should be gone already. I just have some CC downloaded that is not YouTube appropriate, so I'm going to go ahead and blur it. Totally do not worry about it. um, so what was I saying? I do not remember, honestly. So if you haven't seen one of my videos before, I have a tendency to go off topic and completely forget what I was talking about. So I think I'll start a new thing. So right here, we're almost done with the party level on the outside, at least. So I decided to leave one of these green squares open so that it could be a dance floor outside. And I put the stereo right in front of it so that we'd have plenty of room for the Sims to hang out and dance and party. um, yeah, I I absolutely love this light over in the corner between Bluey's ears. The little martini grass that's glowing green. So much fun. I want that in real life. And I really like the chess pieces that came in the rainbow colors. That was super fun too. We're over here in the night mode because I forgot about the Santa, honestly. I wanted to make sure that the lighting was right for the nighttime. And as you can see, I'm trying a couple different things, but we ended up being able to light up the whole area satisfactory to me. I put the Santa Claus light in because I was just feeling like this is a weird, random build, and he kind of fit there, even though he also kind of didn't. But here we are back in the daytime, and we're going to move on to the inside. So I'm deciding where the elevator is, where the front door is, and I had no idea that in the pet pack you have little dog doors. That is just adorable. And I've seen them before, and I thought they were regular doors. So when I put them up and saw they were small, I was like, wait, what? I really wish they had human doors that look like that. And here I'm trying to decide what kind of lights that I want and what's the party vibe on the inside. And I don't know why I settled on pink. I don't think past Mickey knew either, but it ended up looking pretty good. This whole level is so cool. I've got a whole lot of CC here, so I'm not going to be able to offer it to be downloaded anymore, unfortunately, but I think it turned out really well, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. Um, let's see. Here I'm deciding the windows, and I know, I do it out of order. I know a lot of creators do the windows first, but sometimes I like to just go with however I feel like the build should go. So I might do windows last, I might do doors last, I might do floors first and forget about the windows, and there's a lot going. You guys, I love sectional couches. I absolutely love them. and I was so excited that I got to use such a big one in this build. I love, especially in The Sims, how they come together pretty seamlessly, and you have a really good couch right there. So over here, this is kind of a weird room to have in a party house, but I'm an introvert and I really like to have quiet time when I'm at parties. Hopefully, some of you can relate to that and it doesn't sound too crazy. So, I like to have breaks sometimes and just kind of cool down and center myself before I go back into the fray. So this is what that room is. It's just kind of some quiet area so that you can like read some books or watch some TV, and you can just chill for a little bit and then go back outside and get your party back on. It's also a quiet room for couples if you need a second alone, because I know I need a second alone with my partner when I'm in a party alone. So it's always good to have a room like that. Um, so here we are designing the karaoke stage, and man, there's all of the things that I lost. I am super sad that I lost this. I like having the Sims play karaoke and leveling up their singing skill. I thought this arena was particularly exciting. Um, Over here we have the bar that I'm building, and I decided, hey, we probably need a kitchen on this level. So here I am putting in some kitchen basics and putting them around the bar, and hopefully people won't come in and start making pancakes in the middle of the night. um Let's see, here we're going back out for a second. I found a lot of drinks, CC, so I was able to fill that in. And let's see, what am I doing now? I found these little knickknacks and I built them up, and I cannot find a place for them anywhere. Oh, it looks like we're done with the party level, maybe? Oh, these stairs. I hated these stairs. They were the worst. I had such a hard time figuring them out. Let's see, are we gonna work on the bottom level now? Yes, we are. Great job. Okay, so this level, it takes me a while to figure out what the purpose of this level is, because at first I thought, okay, this is going to be the home level where all of the Sims live, and it ended up not happening that way. In this glass house on the bottom right corner of the screen with the hexagon glass walls, I was like, that's going to be a greenhouse. And I think I ended up keeping it that way. But everything else, I was like, okay, how many bedrooms can we fit in here? How many bathrooms? And somewhere along the way, I just decided, you know what? This is like such a cool place. Who lives here? Who would have a party apartment? So I decided that it was a rich CEO, and I decided she was female, and she has like some kind of super cool company, and she's like in her early 20s, child genius, started her company as a teen, and this is her level to kind of go and be by herself. And I put a lot of hints to that in this level. Over in her office, you can see that there are 3 chairs, but other than that, all of the other chairs should be single chairs. So over in the pool area, in a second, you'll see that she has a lounger. Oh, it might not be a second, but she has a lounger and a chair display. If you saw the blur on your screens again, that was just some of my CC that I don't think is appropriate for YouTube, so I blurred it again. Anyway, I'm having a lot of fun with this room off of her office that's a little hidden. I don't know if you can tell, but the bookcase door is what I used. secret agent one, so that you have to know that the door is there in order to get into it. And she's got some gold and a suitcase full of money and a bunch of hidden things in there. And I think that's her liquidation. So she is ready to go should anything happen to her or her fortune. There's the lounger and the chair that I was talking about. So those are not for two different people. Those are both for her. This whole level is her area. And I think the bedroom went out really quickly. Oh, and here we are on the 3rd floor, and I decided, like, she has other people living with her, sure. And if not, then they're guest bedrooms. So we turned um the roof garage into a 3rd-story garage. And no, there is no way to drive the cars off. No idea how she got them up there. What is going on? But I liked the idea of having something fun like that up in the apartment. So here we are. We have a main bedroom and 2 guest bedrooms, and they're all going to be double beds. Right here, we're going to work on the kitchen for a little bit. Blue, my dog, says hi, everybody. She's staring at me, wanting pets, and I shall give them as soon as the video is over. Promise. Okay, now that we're done with the outline of the kitchen, I think I'm trying to figure out what to do next here. It was difficult laying the kitchen, dining room, living room area. Like, where are we going to put this stuff? So I ended up deciding to elongate the wall along the kitchen side and put up a TV, huge TV, by the way, and plenty of room to hang out. And they can always go down to the next floor if they want a bigger TV or more of a talking area, because there is plenty of room. But this is set up to be like about 4 people, and this is just like their main living area. It's a lot more chill, and I decided that this level was going to be more of the minimalist level, because the other levels, the party level is definitely a maximalist level. And the bottom level, I think, is also pretty minimalist, but it's also pretty extravagant. And I say that as a hot tub is being installed. You know what I mean. This is in the master bathroom suite, and I still think that she needs some exotic, cool, high-end stuff in here. So the master bedroom, and this is the part where it's up. So I did a red and black theme down below, and I tried to continue that up in this area, considering, like, when she has company, she's going to stay up here. But I built it in the wrong room, and I'm going to realize that in just a moment. Well, actually, it might not be just a moment. It might be, like, after the next build, I figure out. Let's see. What am I going to do next? Oh, this is the garage. I decided to have a marble garage because that is super easy. And there I realized that the build for the master suite was in the wrong room. So here we are fixing it, and we're going to start in on the next guest bedroom. And I think this one is going to be a purple theme, which I do a lot. I like that swatch because it matches the bedspread, the nightstand, and then there's a dresser too. So I like when things match. It's just fun to me. And oh, we've got a chair, and we've got desk chair, and yeah, it's so easy to match with that whole. So I don't know. I probably shouldn't have done it because I do it so often, but I thought I could maybe fit a balcony over here, but I was like, oh, wait a second, this is on the wrong level. So I ended up abandoning that and going back to the next room. And the windows bothered me here because there is half a tile in between them, that is not right. Um, well, like it's 2.5 tiles on the left and 1.5 tiles on the two something. I don't know. But it was so annoying to me. I hate it when that happens. So here we are in a pink room more so. I know the rug is more purplish, but I tried to get everything else to be more pink. I use that mirror for pretty much every pink build I do, which I need to stop. I like those chairs set up in the final editing phase. I don't really do that unless it's like a key focal point of the video. But we're starting to just get into the final things of building this piece. We've got the level, we've got the middle level, and we've got this top part. And I'm just putting some finishing touches on it. We've got about a minute left, and let's see, what else did I'm just putting some walls on because I forget that pretty frequently. We have a roof going up, and I'm picking out a siding for the apartment, and I think this one that I decided on is pretty close to the ones below it. And I had to figure out how to have the glass walls in there as well. And I ended up doing a flat roof with this on it because I noticed the other builds on the side. And yeah, I decided to try to put it in. And we're coming up on the last couple of seconds, and I just wanted to go ahead and thank you all for watching. This has been such a fun build, and I am looking forward to the next one, and I will see you guys there.